marketing funnels are dead. What do you think about that?
I don't think marketing funnels are dead. I think using the same old funnels that you're using for 5 years ago are not as effective.
The argument here is funnels are dead, orbits are in. I'm like, what are orbits? So buyers don't march down a funnel. They might hit your site once and they might come back later, and then they might proceed down the funnel a little bit and then back out, and they might see like your Instagram post and like an email or whatever. So they're saying it's like there's all these orbits, right? These different channels. It's just different verbiage and different vernacular. But to me, at the end of the day, it's still largely the same thing.
Get ready for the real talk, the grind, and the hustle. You're tuned into Nothing But Up, the podcast. Season 3, with your host,
Jamir Angelo.
Welcome to the podcast. It's Jamir Angelo, your host for Nothing But Up, the podcast. And I'm coming to you live from a simple home office here in the province of South Cotabato. This episode is presented to you by Funnel Expert PH, enabling business coaches, entrepreneurs, e-commerce stores, and real estate clients to scale their businesses through sales funnels. Visit our website at funnelexpertph.com to book a free consultation call. And also presented to you by White Coat, the content creation house, crafting content for the world's most famous brands, organizations, and high-profile public figures with offices in the UK and Singapore. Visit their site at whitecoat.tv to book a free discovery call. You're tuned in today to Season 3, Episode number 4, and we're back at it again with another episode that hopefully should inspire you and you can get some nuggets from. Now guys, before anything else, and I mean before we dive into our episode today, let me just lower down our volume a little bit here. Alright. Now guys, I'm not sure if you've been following me closely, but if you haven't, well, I've been through Cebu the past few days. So I went back to my hometown. I met my family there with my aunt and sister from Australia who came home. So again guys, my deepest and sincerest prayers for the entire province of Cebu. If you've seen the news, if you've followed the news, about a month ago or over a month ago, Cebu was struck with a magnitude 6.9 earthquake, which was really devastating. The town of Bogo, or the city of Bogo, was really hit massively by it, and even the neighboring towns and cities as well. It was also even felt in my hometown, which is at the southern part of the province. So that was a really massive destruction that happened. And then just recently we were hit again by a very powerful super typhoon, and the entire province even had signal number 4 with a maximum sustained winds of about 160 kilometers per hour. And I don't know about you guys, but this is by far the worst flooding I've seen in a long time, where Mandaue City was hit, Talisay City was hit, parts of Consolacion, Liluan, my place in Talamban was also hit in Del Rio, and even on Ramos Market, Colon Street, and it's really overwhelming to see what Cebuanos faced during those times. So I can really feel you guys. So again, I just really wanted to get this out, just from the deepest part of my heart. Seeing my hometown, my home province being struck by so many disasters recently. I know you guys will be able to make it. Just try to get back at it again. I know that you'll be able to go through this very difficult times. And again, my prayers up for Cebu. And I'm always going to be with you guys, whatever it is. So, yeah, just literally wanted to get that out, before I start this episode today. Just literally wanted to get my message across to everybody in Cebu that's been facing difficult times there. Now, anyway, moving on to this podcast episode. Let me just tune this up a little bit. So, let me just say this up front with you guys. If you're one of those people who keep saying funnels are dead, Facebook ads are dead, nobody buys online anymore, then you might want to grab a notebook, because this episode today might literally hurt your feelings, but it's exactly what you need to hear. Because funnels are not dead. You just stopped evolving. And I really hate to say that. You just stopped paying attention to how people actually buy now, or how people actually buy today. Because you see, years ago, the game was pretty simple. You click the ad, hit the landing page, opt in, buy the thing that you wanted, and then you celebrate. So it's very straight line. It's very predictable. And you could literally print money if you knew what you were doing. But that world is long gone, man. It's long dead. And now, people might see your ad today, ignore it for 2 months, binge your YouTube videos, stalk you on Instagram, skip your emails, then buy from you 6 months later during your webinar event. That's not broken. That's reality. So today, I'm going to walk you through the 7 mindset shifts that will transform your funnel from a flat, outdated process into a dynamic, evolving ecosystem that actually matches how humans buy today. And trust me, guys, if you apply this, your business will never be the same. So let's dive right into it, right? So I need to start here because I see it every damn day, guys. Marketers crying on Facebook, funnels don't work anymore. You gotta need to stop, guys, because funnels didn't fail. You stopped understanding people. You see, marketing used to be like fishing in a barrel. So people weren't bombarded with ads, offers, emails, or DMs 24/7. But now, your buyers got about 10 tabs open, 5 notifications buzzing, and a goldfish level attention span. You're not fighting other funnels. You're fighting distraction. Now here's the truth. The funnel still works if you work it the right way. The problem? You keep patching an old system with new hacks instead of upgrading your damn mindset. It's always goes down to our mindset, guys. Funnels aren't dying. In fact, they are evolving. And if you don't evolve, you're done. Now, this episode is literally your wake-up call. So try to grab a pen or maybe open up your notes app and get ready because I'm about to break down the 7 new rules of modern funnel game. Okay, let's start with mind shift number 1. Meet customers where they are. That's rule number 1. Because you can't expect your customers to follow a straight path anymore. They're not robots. They're real people with real distractions, real doubts, and ultimate desires. So if you're gonna come and compare it from the old funnel days, they click, opt in, email, and then goes down to the sale. And then boom. That's literally the exact direction that we all wanna experience. Now, the new funnel, you might hate this, but you need to hear this. From your ad, people will then scroll, they go watch your video, they go leave, they come back later the day, they would probably Google you, find your YouTube channel, they join your challenge perhaps, ignore your emails, but after 6 months, they buy. And that is the real path. Now, your job is to build a system where every single touch point stands on its own. That means your video should deliver value even if they don't opt in. Your emails should teach and inspire even if they never click. Your content should build trust before they ever hit your checkout page. Now, when you do that, your brand becomes unforgettable. You see, I had a client once who freaked out because her funnel didn't convert in like 30 days from the moment we've launched it. We spent so much on ads, we spent so much on social proofs and assets along the way, even the email copies and all that stuff. But 6 months later, one of those cold leads she gave up on came back and dropped 15 grand on her coaching because she'd been, consuming her free content the whole time without us realizing. Because people buy when they are ready, not when you are desperate. Your job is to stay relevant at this very present day, stay visible and valuable until that day comes. That's the real marketing game today. Mind shift number 2. Personalized messaging converts. Now, let's be real. Blasting the same damn email to 10,000 people isn't marketing anymore. That's spam with a lipstick. Back in the day, 2018, 2017, the farthest, you could get away with that if everyone had the same pain points, the same awareness level, but now, not a single chance. People expect personalization. They expect you to know them. So if you're talking to a beginner the same way you talk to a 7-figure earner, you just lost both. Segment your audience and try to speak their language. Remember, when I started breaking down our audience into 3 categories, cold, warm, and ready to buy, the content changed for each one. And then, boom, our conversions doubled. The truth? You don't need more sales or more leads. You just need to talk smarter to the ones you already have. So stop saying my leads suck. Nah, man. Your message sucks. And you've got to admit that. Right? Mindset shift number 3. Transformation equals growth. Now, let's talk about what really sells, right? And it's rarely even discussed to so many forums or perhaps some podcasts or even on YouTube videos. But let's talk about what really sells, guys. And that is transformation. Stop being addicted to new leads because you don't need about 1,000 more strangers. You need 10 raving fans with real results. The old way, funnel breaks, you spend more on ads, you pray, repeat. The new way, just try to get one customer, insane results, and leverage that story like it's gold. I'm talking about screenshots, video testimonials, before and after stats, personal messages, everything. People trust transformation, not hype. Now, when you show what's possible, when you document the journey, you don't need to convince anyone anymore. Like, same here at Funnel Expert PH, we scaled not by shouting louder, but by showing louder. Our clients' results spoke for us. You want to scale? Help people win and make their wins your marketing. Now, let's try and proceed to mind shift number 4. Give value first. Now, I've been preaching this for the longest time, guys, and let's get into giving value first. Look, if your first move is to sell, you've already lost. because you can't ask people to pay before they even trust you. That's literally not the case. Old funnels were all features, benefits, our products does this, does that. The new funnel, it's about education before persuasion. So when someone understands how you solve their problem before you pitch, the sale feels natural. You got to be generous. Teach what you know. Share wins. Show behind the scenes. You don't lose by giving value, you win trust. So the more they understand you, the more they believe in you. And when people believe, they buy without hesitation. And we are down to mind shift number 5. Build relationships, not lists. And we all fall victim to this, guys. I mean, even myself, I fell victim to this. But let's talk about relationships. So stop bragging about how big your list is. I've seen marketers with 50K leads and zero engagement. Nobody cares about your list if your people don't trust you, right? Your funnel needs to build community, not just clicks. Every message, every DM, every comment is like a seed. Engage, respond, appreciate. Because when people feel seen, they stay. Now, you're not just building a list, you're building a family. When they know you care, they don't unsubscribe, they upgrade. That's how real brands are built today. Now, this is also relates to mindshift number 6. Stop treating sales as the end point. Now, here's the hard truth, guys. Too many entrepreneurs celebrate too early. You close one deal, pop a bottle, and vanish. Meanwhile, your customer's sitting there like, now, what am I doing here? That's where you lose. Sales are not the finish line. They're the damn starting point, guys. As a matter of fact, your funnel shouldn't stop at checkout. It should expand after it. Onboard them, train them, inspire them, make them feel like joining your world was the best decision they've ever made. Because when your customer feels connected, when they feel supported and valued, they don't just stay. They bring friends. That's how you scale without chasing new traffic 24/7. And you're kind of like cutting costs on your ad spending that way. The best marketing strategy is customer success. Now, finally, mind shift number 7, data-driven funnels. So let's try and go about a little technical here. So you got to stop guessing and start tracking, guys. You don't fix what you don't measure. Now, most of your funnel launches, it flops and you just move on. That's really, really dumb, guys. Your data is your roadmap. So every hesitation, every click, every drop off tells you where you can improve. So when you measure that, you get better. When you test, you grow. We tweak our funnels daily based on what the data says. And small tweaks, they compound. Your funnel should never be set it and forget it. It should be living, it should be breathing, it should be evolving. And that's how you build something unstoppable. Now, guys, let's try to bring this home. As what I've said, funnels are not dead. They're just different now. And if you're smart, that's the best damn news ever. Because while everyone else is crying about the good old days, you are adapting. You are evolving. You are building modern funnels for modern buyers. Remember, people don't buy coaching. They don't buy courses. They don't buy products. They buy transformation. They buy certainty. They buy you. So stop chasing trends. Start building trust. The game didn't change. The players did. Be the one who adapts. Be the one who listens. And be the one who wins. Because the future of funnels, It belongs to the ones who never stop learning. And this is Nothing But Up the podcast. I'm your host, Jamir Angelo. And guys, we're just literally getting started. Remember, success ain't about doing it once, it's about doing it better every damn day. And that's a wrap for today's episode. Remember, no matter what challenges you may face, there's always a way to rise above and keep moving forward. With the right mindset and determination, nothing can hold you back. Nothing but up. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe to our podcast for more inspiring conversations like this. Listen to us on Spotify and on YouTube. Once again, this is Jamir Angelo, the founder of Funnel Expert PH, and this is Nothing But Up the podcast. Peace, y'all.
Nothing But Up, the podcast season 3. This episode is brought to you by Funnel Expert PH, the world's leader in sales funnels and automations. Visit funnelexpertph.com to learn more. And also presented to you by White Coat, the content creation house, crafting content for the world's most famous brands, organizations, and high-profile public figures. Visit their website to learn more. See you on our next episode. Peace, y'all.